In today's video, we're going to be talking about work tables that go inside your food truck or your food trailer. If you've been building it from scratch, this is the video for you because that's what we're going to be talking about today on the video series, How to Build Your Food Truck with me, Frank Baltier's, where step by step, every single thing that I do, I show you how I take an empty trailer and I convert it into a full mobile kitchen on wheels with the hood, with the sinks, and all the cooking equipment right behind me. So let's get started. Let me tell you how I pick my work tables. And then this right here is a little dish rack that I really like to use on every single trailer that I have built, especially mine being rolling burritos. Once again, Frank Baltier is on the video series, How to Build Your Food Truck. Let's get started right now. So let me show you a little bit about the end result, and then I'm going to show you how I put them together. These are the two work tables that I use on the serving side, because here's your serving window right there. And obviously on here, you want to have as much aisle space as you can. Don't mind the mess. I'm actually cleaning it up right now so it can be nice and clean. These are 18 inches from front to back. I really like these because obviously they give you a nice working surface, and they're not really wide because there's 24-inch ones, there's 30-inch ones, and these I think are the smallest. I don't know if they make 12-inch ones, but that'd be kind of narrow. So these are 18-inch wide, and they are really nice. They have the undershelf right there, stainless steel undershelf. Out here with us in DuPage County, they do not allow galvanized undershelves. Maybe with your health department they do, but with us they do not. One thing on here, if you really want to save on shipping and you want to get creative on it, instead of ordering like an 8-footer, because sometimes on the shipping it can get pretty pricey, this one comes in an 8-footer as well, which would stretch all the way over here, and then you have to add 2 more feet. That is 10 feet in length. That's what this is. This is 5 feet. This is 5 feet. And there's the model number right here. It's 600 TS 18, which is the front to back measurement, and then 60 is what it measures from left to right, the width. So that's how those numbers mean. If it was 6 feet, then it'd be 72. And how I connect them underneath is I use these nylon lock washers right here with the screws. If you guys can see right underneath, these are stainless steel screws or bolts, little bolts that I use to be able to hold this right there together. And then I use the nylon lock washers, sorry, the nylon lock nuts. That way it doesn't slip on there. So that's what I use. These are the round head combos, 1032 by 1/2 inch with the flat washer. And then it has the nylon lock nuts. So that's how I hold these together. That way it gives you a nice 10-foot table. They do not make 10-foot long tables. Just know that they don't make 10-foot long tables. The longest one that I've seen is, I believe, 96 inches, which is 8 feet. So there it is right there. That's the end result. Let me show you how I put them together, how they came in the box, and then how I put them on there. This is the other one that I have, 30 by 30, which is right there. So there you go. Let's get started. Let me show you how I did this. Just wanted to give you the final result of how it looked. And now let's go step by step on how I put them together. Again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Frank Baltier on How to Build Your Food Truck. All right, so on this particular setup, there's a refrigerated chef base right here that I still have no idea how I'm going to secure. You have this griddle, and then you have a 12-inch burner right here made by Wolf. So that's what we have here. And then on the right side right there, we're going to put this. We're going to put this right here, being an Advanco fryer. It is widthwise 15.5 inches. So that's the 3 pieces of cooking equipment that we have. A 36-inch griddle, 12-inch burner, and then that propane fryer. What we have left is this space that you can see right there between a prep fridge and the refrigerated chef base. One thing I would recommend, do not get a mega top or a mega base right here. I'm telling you, do not get it. Right here we have about 30 inches because we can still scoot this refrigerator a little bit to the left. So about 30 inches is the size of a table that I have right here ready to put together. Let me show you the table. So here's the model number of the table that we're going to use. 600 TSS, which I would assume is stainless steel, because the bottom of these have to be stainless steel. They call it the undershelf. Do not get galvanized. 30 wide and then 30 tall. So it's pretty much a big square. So if we measure from the bottom up, there you go, that's 30, and then width-wise, that's about 30 as well. So there you go, that's what's gonna go in that little space between the fridge and the other fridge and the griddle. So let's put it together. The legs come right in there. You guys can see them right there, and that's what we're gonna use. And then we're also gonna use the flange feet at the bottom to secure it. Let me show you what those look like. The flange feet look like this. That's what goes on the bottom of the table. And on here, like on the fryer, I'm actually gonna have to pick some of these up because these are gonna go right where that leg is. That leg is gonna insert right in here. This is also a flange foot, but this is different. I found this one only at Lowe's. It's 1.25 inches. I believe it's almost 100%. It's 1.25 inch flanged foot. And that one is going to be for right there. And these, I found them only at Lowe's, just so you know where I bought them from. These, I got them from Webstaurant. You can also get them from Amazon. Either one is fine. It just depends on your pricing and the shipping time delays. So those are the 2 flange feet that we're gonna be using. So this is how those legs get shipped for the prep table right here. You gotta take almost like a flathead screwdriver and a little hammer or some pliers, or technically a hammer, and then kind of hold the flathead right there. I'm using my Lyman pliers. It doesn't really matter what it is. You just kind of have to put it right there. And then this will pop right off because you don't need that because you're gonna put a flange foot in. So let's take that off right now. And on these tables, they send it with these little Allen keys with the little grabbers right there. And on every leg, there's 2 different positions where you can put it in, like 2 different spots where it's gonna anchor into the leg. So you literally just kind of take this, slide it right in there, and then you put 2 of these with the Allen key that's right there, and you just tighten it right up. Pretty straightforward. Just wanted to make sure that I show you exactly what we're doing here as we're doing this step by step. Woo, my little fingers are freezing off, so I'm gonna try to hurry up so I can go back inside. I walked out here for a couple minutes, and now I'm about to walk back in. One thing I almost forgot to put on is the undershelf. This one is a stainless steel undershelf, so I gotta take these legs off real quick because I totally forgot that the undershelf goes somewhere right in here, but we don't have to worry about that yet. Just gotta make sure that you put it in with the legs. That way it's you can kind of raise it and lower it as you need. But that's the undershelf. It's the same way. It has 2 little screw areas right there where you can tighten it up. So make sure that you don't forget about that. I don't think you would have, but I kind of did because I was, oh man, what am I missing here? All right, so every now and then, one of these little feet that are on the table out of the 4 here that go on the prep table right there, and the stainless steel one, will fit nicely. It's gonna fit snug. It's just the nature of the beast. But most likely they're not. If you guys can see, this one kind of slides right in there. So that's where you take your rubber hammer and you smash it. Little smashes right there, nothing crazy, just little smashes. That way it presses down into the leg, and then you can put this in nicely. You guys can see these still have the little factory legs. You just put a flathead screwdriver and then you just hammer them that way. But with this is what you do. You can see it doesn't have one there and it doesn't have one there. Just so you guys can see, on this side it's not going to fit either. You guys can see it just kind of slides right in there. So you want to make sure that you get a nice connection there, that way it doesn't fall off. So we're just going to give it a couple whacks with the rubber hammer, put something underneath there, and then you just give it a couple whacks, and then that'll kind of dent it a little bit right there, and that's where you put this groove. So this groove is going to kind of go like that after you dent it just a hair, not too much, all right, just a little bit. My rubber hammer here, you just literally go like this. Make sure you get it right on the thing, and then it'll give you enough, almost like of a squeeze, where this will fit in there nicely. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so here it is. It kind of smashed on one side right there on purpose, just so these little rivets on here can fit nicely. So then you just kind of hold it, see if I can do it with one hand, like this, and it gives you a nice thing right there. That way this stays secure. The flange foot stays secure on the leg. And I don't know why they don't make it to fit perfectly, but this is kind of what you have to do so that these won't fall off. Here we are unboxing one of the tables. I had to flip my phone vertically. That way we can catch every single detail of what we're doing. We're putting the little grabbers on there, almost like the little anchors with the Allen keys. Make sure that we're tightening those up. So it comes in the bag, don't lose them. I think they give you some extras, so that's always really nice for them to do for you. As you see in the beginning of this clip, we use a flathead screwdriver to take out the factory little legs that it has on here to put the feet flanges so it can have something to secure to the floor. And that's pretty much how we do it, each and every one of these legs. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for subscribing. Any comments, please drop them here in this video, and that way I can get to them myself personally and answer each and every one.